Okay, the big fight. If you didn't do everything that I told you to do in the last video, chances are you're gonna fail utterly at this fight. Even on easy and normal, this fight is ridiculously hard if you don't have the proper backup. So, you can't hear it now because I'm talking, but what's going on is they're pretty much just saying that they're gonna light the trap, and then once they light the trap, these guys are gonna come. Now, sometimes they'll just all pour out, or funnel out, and sometimes you'll have to do exactly what I'm doing, and that is to actually run up there and get them to come down because they did not want to come. So run around the fire like that, run up here, you'll see a ton of them. Run up close enough so that you get most of them. You don't have to keep running back to get a couple of them at a time, unless that's how you want to do it, and just kind of lure them back here. And now that they're all back here, everyone back here is going to gang rape them. So, this is pretty much the easy part of the fight. The next part is a more trickier part because you got to actually keep up other than just running around and using like white damage on people. This part I've found it nearly impossible to die, if not impossible, unless you purposely try. And each time you're just gonna have to keep running up and doing it again. It's a little bit of a hassle, but whatever. It still gets the job done.
These things can have unusual powers. Be wary.
And I'm gonna leave you on this. I'm just gonna explain the rest of the video. What's gonna happen after you wipe all these guys out is there's gonna be a dialogue sequence. Some guy's gonna run up and say that they need help down at the town square. And at that point you'll run down to the town square and you'll just have a really big fight there. You'll have reinforcements down there, they're just not as strong. And you'll have to try to keep most of your soldiers alive, because if they die, it makes it real hard and nearly impossible to survive. So there's the nearly impossible to die up here, and the nearly impossible to survive down there. Now, one tip I'm going to leave you with is to make sure while you're up here and you're running trying to lure them in, you have your teammates on hold position most of the time, or even any time up here, because they'll almost always run into the fire, or at least Alistair will. So there's the dialogue. There's me editing out a save, so if you want to save it, that'd be a good time. And make sure when you're running down here you uncheck hold position, because they'll wait up there for a long time. And you just gotta pretty much hold off this town square for the next 3 minutes or so, and try to keep your fellow militiamen alive, and this will be pretty easy.
begun.